सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। कल्याण सुंदर रामा कारुण्य जानकी रामा कल्याण सुंदर रामा कारुण्य जानकी रामा पीतांबरधर रामा भयभीति विभंजन रामा पीतांबरधर रामा भयभीति विभंजन रामा दशावतारा रामा दशमुखमर्दन रामा दशावतारा रामा दशमुखमर्दन रामा भक्त सुधामा रामा भक्त प्रियंकर रामा भक्त सुधामा रामा भक्त प्रियंकर रामा कारुण्य जानकी रामा Kalyana Sundara Rama Karunya Janaki Rama Pitambaradhara Rama Bhayabhiti Vibhanjana Rama Bhayabhiti Vibhanjana Rama Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram 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 Jaya Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Humble prostrations to one and all present here. So from today onwards, we are going to see the very famous canto from Tulsi Ramayana. It is known as Sunderkand. Sunderkand is so famous that very many people know it by heart also. In some houses they chant it every day. So this canto's name is Sundar. Sundar means what? Beautiful. So in life, what is the most beautiful thing? In life, the most beautiful thing is happiness. Yes or no? Yes. So when we are happy, we don't even know how the time passes by. And when we are happy, we don't even mind being in hell. But if we are miserable, even heaven is painful, isn't it? So actually we are not seeking heaven or hell. What we are seeking is happiness. The more the happiness, the more we are satisfied, isn't it? In fact, everyone, not only human beings, insects, animals, birds, plants, what we seek, all of us, we seek is happiness alone. In fact, the whole journey of life is from sorrow to happiness. It is a journey. And every one of us, we are striving for that happiness. So if this is the reality of the world, what are the different kinds of happiness available in this world? So we have 3 types of happiness: tamasic happiness, rajasic happiness, and then sattvic happiness. What is tamasic happiness? The happiness of laziness, the happiness of sleep, the happiness of taking no responsibilities. There is a joy, escaping all responsibilities. Right? The happiness of drinks and drugs. They are all happiness only. But then we say it is inferior. Then there is rajasic happiness. What is rajasic happiness? The joy of revenge, the joy of awards and rewards, recognition, praise. All the egoistic joys are rajasic joys. All the joys of sense pleasures are rajasic joys. But what is the problem with these joy? They are addictive in nature, full of defects. Now we have sattvic joy. What is sattvic joy? The joy of selfless service, the joy of peace, the joy of entertaining noble virtues, values, noble thoughts. They are all sattvic joys. It is more fulfilling joy. Let us have the joy of peace. So, there are sattvic joys. And now, in this sattvic joy, which is the highest joy, the joy is that of bhakti, devotion. Devotion is what? It is love for God. So among all joys, sattvic joy is the highest. In sattvic joy also, the joy of bhakti, devotion is the highest. It is the most fulfilling joy. It is a defect-free joy. It is a joy which is born out of our own true nature. It is the joy of absolute egolessness. And therefore it is a natural joy, spontaneous joy, defect-free joy, fulfilling joy, and infinite eternal joy. So this joy born out of devotion is the highest. And because this bhakti gives the greatest happiness, we must say bhakti is the most beautiful thing that can ever happen to us in our life. If you see all the great saints and sages, they have asked only for one thing. And what is that? Unalloyed, unconditional, infinite devotion at the feet of the Lord. That we will see in Sunderkand also. Hanumanji asked that, Vibhishana asked that. Everyone seeks that only. Because this joy alone is the most fulfilling. So the most beautiful thing that can ever happen to our life is when bhakti enters into our heart. And this itself is the very purpose of the study of Sunderkand. We are trying to seek the most sundar in life. The most beautiful thing in life, that is devotion. So how to gain devotion? We can gain devotion only when we associate ourselves with devotees. We can gain devotion only when we know the nature of devotion. So therefore, the whole of Sunderkand is only about 3 things. Bhakti, Bhakta and Bhagavan. Bhakti, devotion. Bhakta, devotee. The one who has devotion is called devotee. The possessor of bhakti is called bhakta. Now naturally a question may come, whom does he love? So Bhagavan, the altar of devotion, that is Bhagavan. So in Sunderkand we will study the nature of Bhagavan, the nature of Bhakta, and nature of Bhakti. This is the whole topic of Sunderkand. So anyone who wants to develop this kind of devotion, for them Sunderkand is like Amrita, nectar. This canto is also called Sundar because of another reason. This is one canto where all the characters, noble characters, they are coming out of sorrow. As I said, the most inauspicious thing is sorrow. The thing which we don't like. Now in this canto there is a transition. Till now there is the whole Ramayana is going towards sorrow, and suddenly from Sunderkand there is a transition from sorrow to happiness. Everyone is filled with hope. Sita Mata was abducted. Nobody knew where she was. Everybody was miserable. And then comes a transition. The information comes that yes, Sita Mata is here. Bhagavan is happy. Sita Mata is also happy. In Sunderkand you will find that. When she sees Hanumanji, Sita Mata is filled with hope. Hanumanji is also happy because he was successful in his mission. Sugriva, the king of monkey, he was also happy because he could fulfill his promise. All the monkeys were happy because the condition is if they fail to find Sita Mata, all of them will be executed, killed. So they were also happy. And then the great devotee Vibhishana was also happy, who was suffering in Lanka. He gets a ray of hope that yes, Bhagavan will accept me. So therefore, all the noble characters of Ramayana, the transition from misery to happiness happens in this canto. So therefore, this canto is called Sundar, beautiful. Because as we go through Ramayana, if the mood of the Ramayana is sorrowful, we also cry. But when the mood becomes, bright and brilliant, we also become bright and brilliant. So therefore, that Sundarata happens in this canto. So therefore, this canto is beautiful, Sundar. Another unique feature about this canto is, it is a very practical chapter. A practical canto. Practical in the sense, in our life also we have a lot of problems, challenges, tragedies, failures, miseries. How to handle these challenges in life? Here in this canto we find a practical solution for all of it. How to transform calamity into an opportunity. This technique we find in this canto. So therefore, how we can convert all our miseries into an opportunity to love God, into an opportunity to develop a relationship with God, into an opportunity to develop a strong bonding with God, an opportunity to develop our faith, trust, devotion, surrender unto God. This opportunity is what is taught in Sunderkand. Therefore, this canto is something which is very relatable to all of us. It is not some Puranic story which has no connection with practical living. No. So as we go through this canto, we will find all this. So with this introduction, now we are going to begin. You really don't need a textbook. But if you have Ramayana, well and good. If you want this, you can always have a PDF. Now Google, everything is available. At present, we don't have any material to give you. Okay? Either you bring your Ramayana or get it free PDF download is available. You can get it. So we are following Gita Press Gorakhpur. So that is what we will be following. Actually, you don't need any text. But if you want it, you can download it from Google. Right. With this, we continue. So now, from where do we start? Since this is a part of the story, we will have to start from the end portion of Kishkindha-kanda. Then we'll enter into Sunderkand. The last portion, whatever we need. So, in Kishkindha-kanda end, there is a portion where all the monkeys were miserable. They were on seashore, not knowing what to do. They were not able to find out Sita Mata. So it is at that time Sampati comes. Who is Sampati? He is the elder brother of Jatayu. And now these vultures, they have this ability to see long distances. So they have a telescopic vision. So this Sampati comes and tells them, see, I am able to see Sita Mata. She is there in Lanka, in Ashoka Vatika. She is seated there. I am able to see. But unfortunately, the distance is around, according to whatever is said, 100 yojana. 100 yojana is around 800 miles in today's standard. So this is what I am seeing. Now I have become old, so I cannot fly that much. So this information Sampati gives, and he goes away. So now Jambavan, he starts asking each and everyone, this distance who will cover? So one by one these monkeys came forward. He said, I can jump only say 10 meter, 50 meter, 100 meter. Angad said, I can go, but there is no guarantee I will be able to come back. It is a very strenuous journey. And then Jambavan's attention falls upon Hanuman. And what is Hanumanji doing? Like an ordinary, insignificant monkey, he is seated in a corner, never claiming anything. As though he firmly believed that he is an absolute nobody, a good-for-nothing fellow. So this way Hanumanji was seated in a corner. Jambavan's attention falls on Hanumanji. And from here, the real Sunderkand starts. The end portion of Kishkindha-kanda. Okay. So whatever portion is needed, I will just read. Kahahiri chapati suno Hanumana Kachup sadhi rahe balavana Pavana tanaya bala Pavana samana Buddhi vivek vigyana nidhana. Jambavan said, Hey Hanuman, Kachupasadi, why are you seated? Why are you sitting quietly? You are an embodiment of strength. Pavana Tanaya, Vayuputra you are. Bala Pavana Samana. Your strength is like the strength of wind god. Not only that you are strong. Buddhi, Vivek, Vigyan, Nidhana, you are an abode of Buddhi, intelligence. Vivek, ability to discriminate. Vigyan, spiritual wisdom. Hanuman, you are an embodiment of wisdom, intelligence, discriminating power. You know what is right, what is wrong. And you have at the same time strength also. Kavanaso kaj kathin jagamahi. What is it that is difficult for you? Hanuman, and still you are sitting quietly. Amma, are you comfortable there? You can sit on the chair. Be comfortable. Yeah. Yes. So Hanuman, you are an embodiment of strength, of wisdom, everything, and still you are silent. But what was the effect of Hanuman? Nothing happened. This is something which you have to learn. Somebody is praising us. Somebody is praising Hanuman and nothing is happening to him. You see, what does it indicate? Absolute egolessness. Because wherever there is ego, the ups and downs, praise will boost the person, elevate the person, criticism will make that person depressed, dejected. And here is Hanumanji, unaffected. Then Jambavan tells something. What does he say? Ram kaj lag tav avatara. Hanuman, do you know why you are born? Ram kaj. You are born to serve the Lord, to do His work. Are you aware of it? And the moment Jambavan tells this, what happens to Hanumanji? Sunatahi bhayavu parvatakara. The moment Hanumanji heard this, I am existing to serve the Lord, to perform actions for Him. That alone is the purpose of life. The moment Hanumanji heard this, he started expanding himself. Sunatahi bhayahu parvatakara. He became huge. Huge like what? Like a mountain. He started becoming big. Kanaka baranatana teja biraja. Manahu apara girinakar raja. And this body also was shining like gold. So literally it appeared that it was a mountain of gold. And it appeared as though Hanumanji was king of all mountains. He became huge. And then what did Hanumanji say? Simhanad kari barahi bara. He roared. A lion's roar. And then he said, Jambavan, tell me what I am supposed to do. Leelahi naghav jalanidhi khara. This ocean, you are asking me to cross this ocean? Are just like a play, I will do this. It is just a puddle of water for me. You know this, when the cow's hooves go into this, rainy slush, that mud, you have a puddle of water when the cows walk, So, this is generally the example given. So, just like how easily you cross over this small puddle of water, in the same way, Jambavan, crossing this ocean is a child's play for me. What are you talking? And not only that, I can just cross this ocean. Sahit sahaya Ravanahi mara. I will go there, kill that Ravana, along with his army, single-handedly. I don't need any help. And not only that, Anahu iha trikuta upari. What are you talking of bringing Sita Mata here? I will uproot the entire Trikuta mountain. What is Trikuta mountain? Upon which the entire Lanka is situated. Lanka is situated on a mountain, and that name of the mountain is Trikuta mountain. I will uproot the entire mountain and bring it. Jambavant mein poochhun to he Uchita sikhavanu dijahu mohi. Oh Jambavan, I am asking you, what am I supposed to? You tell me and that will be done. Irrespective of the kind of responsibility you give, I will fulfill it. These are all small things for me. Now, we may misunderstand this portion. We may think that it is the ego of Hanuman which is speaking. Because that's what we find in this world. If somebody is saying, I will do it, 99.9999% it is the ego who is speaking. But here, don't mistake that Hanumanji is egoistic. Because very many times, these are the mistakes we commit when we read scriptures. When we read scriptures without the guidance of a guru, these are all the mistakes we commit. Here Hanumanji, who is speaking through Hanuman? Remember, Hanumanji is absolutely egoless, humble person. Later on we will see that. So what is giving this kind of strength and inspiration and clarity and confidence in Hanuman? It is not his confidence in his ability, it is his confidence in the Lord. If Bhagavan has chosen me as an instrument to do his work, he will empower me. This is the meaning. Whatever responsibility he gives me, he will ensure that I will be able to fulfill those responsibilities with flying colors. I will have never a problem. This is the meaning. This has to be properly understood. Very dangerous portion this is. God who is omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent, Sarvajna, Sarvashaktiman, Sarvavyapi Bhagavan he is. What is it that Bhagavan cannot do? I may be a useless person, but if I am empowered by the Lord, if I have the grace and blessings of the Lord, I can do anything in this world. This is the meaning. So therefore, Hanumanji's confidence is not in himself. His confidence, strength, inspiration is coming from whom? From his total attunement with the Lord. So Hanumanji said, Jambavan, tell me, what do you want me to do? It is Bhagavan's work. He will see to it that I will be able to do whatever he wants me to do. At that time, Jambavan said, Oh Hanuman, etana karhu tat tumajai. Hanuman, only do this much. I don't want you to uproot Trikuta and bring here. No, don't do all that. You just have to go, find out Sita Mata, give the message, and come back. The rest, everything Bhagavan will do. Okay. Crossing the mountain, taking all these monkeys there, killing Ravana, bringing Sita Mata back, everything Bhagavan will do. Hanuman, you must understand the bigger picture. What is the bigger picture? Kapisena sanga sanghari nisichara ramu sita hi ani hai. त्रैलोक पावन सुजसु सुर मुनि नारदादि बखानी है जो सुनत गावत कहत समुझत परम पद नर पावई रघुबीर पद पाथोज मधुकर दास तुलसी गावई. Yes. What is the purpose of the whole this drama? The drama is only one. Bhagavan will go, kill this Ravana and all the Asuras, bring Sita Mata back. In this process, Bhagavan will exhibit so many virtues, noble virtues, human values. And these virtues and values which Bhagavan will express, Naradadi Rishis will sing the glory of Bhagavan. All the virtues like, honesty, humility, love, compassion, all those virtues Bhagavan will express. And these virtues will be sung by Naradadi Rishis. And when they sing these virtues, common man will naturally be attracted to a person who has these virtues, because that is the nature of every human being. We are automatically attracted to goodness. We are automatically attracted to virtues in a person. We love to associate with people who have virtues, values, noble qualities. So naturally people will be attracted towards Bhagavan. And naturally they will have love for Bhagavan. And this devotion will purify their heart. Chitta Shuddhi and Chitta Ekagrata will come. Purification of mind, concentration of mind. Because that is the nature of devotion. And once their mind becomes pure, what happens? With that subtle pure mind, they will come to know who Bhagavan actually is. And who is actually this Bhagavan? Our own true self. Jo sunat gawat kahat samujhat parama pad narapavahi. This is the purpose of the whole drama. They will listen to it. They will be attracted to Bhagavan. And with this attraction, devotion will grow. And when devotion grows, mind becomes pure. And when the mind becomes pure, they attain sadhana chatushtaya sampatti. You see how Purana is connected with Upanishads. Many times people think that this Ramayana, Bhagavatam and all, they are mere stories. No! It has in it the Vedantic message. We have to find out how these two are related. So then what happens with such a pure mind? Not automatically such a pure mind will be qualified to do higher meditations. And the highest meditation is meditating upon the self. They come to know this Rama whom I am seeing outside, actually his true nature is my own self. He is the very consciousness in me. And then what happens? That person becomes free from the bondage of life, birth, death cycle. That person becomes free from samsara. He is liberated. So the whole drama is only for this. The whole purpose of Leela of Bhagavan is only this. Hanuman, have you understood? Hanumanji was extremely thrilled. With this, we enter into Sunderkand. So now, how does Sunderkand begin? It begins with the glorification of the Lord. Who is Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra? Shantam Shashvatam Aprameyamanagham Nirvana Shanti Pradam Brahma Shambhu Phanindra Sevyamanisham Vedanta Vedyam Vibhum Ramakhyam Jagadishwaram Suragurum Maya Manushyam Harim Vandeham Karunakaram Raghuvaram Bhupala Chudamanim. Vande, my prostration unto that Bhagavan. Who is that Bhagavan? Vedanta Vedyam. Now see the description of Rama. Not Dasharatha Nandana and all that. No! What is the description? Vedanta Vedyam. The one who can be known only through the study of Vedanta. Upanishad. In Upanishad, what is the description of the Lord? Tat Tvam Asi Aham Brahma Asmi. So who is this Bhagavan Ramchandraji? Vedanta Vedyam. He is the very self in us. And what is the nature of this self? Description is given. Shantam, of the nature of peace, bliss. Shashvatam, of the nature of, who is imperishable in nature, eternal in nature. Aprameyam. Prama means knowledge. Prameya means object of knowledge. Aprameyam means that which can never become the object of knowledge. So what is it then? The very subject, the very knower, the experiencer, the very consciousness. Aprameyam. Anagham. Agham means impurity, sin. Anagham, sinless. Absolutely pure. Unaffected by the impurity of prakriti, of matter. Nirvana Shanti Pradam. Anyone who meditates upon this self, what happens to him? Nirvana Shanti. The bliss of liberation such a person attains. And therefore, because this Lord is the very self of all beings, everyone worships him. Who are those everyone? Brahma, Shambhu, Phanindra, Sevyam, Anisham. All the time, every moment, the great gods. Brahma, Lord Brahma, the creator. Shambhu, the destroyer. Phanindra is Adishesha, Shesha Bhagavan. So all the great gods, they worship that Lord because that Lord is the very self of all beings. Vibhum, all pervading. And now that very same Lord, who is the self of all beings, who is all pervading, who is the very substratum of the whole universe, what has he done now? Maya Manushyam. Maya Manushyam. He has taken a form of Manushya. Manushya means human being. That very same Lord has taken a form of human being. How did he take? Maya Manushya. Out of his own Maya. Power of Maya. And what is his name now? Ramakhyam. His name is Rama. Who is he? Though he is in a human form, who is he? Jagat Ishwaram, the Lord of this cosmos. Suragurum is the Guru, the ultimate teacher for everyone, including the Devatas. What is the purpose for which he has come? Karunakaram. He is an ocean of compassion. So, what is the purpose for which he has come? Harim, to remove the sorrow of the mankind, of the suffering humanity. To remove the sorrow, he has taken this form. So to such a Lord, Vande Aham, my prostrations. To this Rama, who is Raghuvara, the best among Raghuvamsha. Bhupala Chodamani, who is a crest jewel among all the kings. So here is Bhagavan who has taken this form. He is born in a Kshatriya Vamsha, Raghuvamsha. As a king, he has come to that human form, who is none other than the Lord, who is none other than the very self in us, who has come to take us to our own self, our own abode. My prostration. Sunderkand begins with this invocation of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandraji. So what is the purpose of the study of Sunderkand? To reach this Rama. Many times, people who have no idea about who Rama is, they say, Ayyo, we are so unfortunate. Bhagavan was born in which yuga? Treta Yuga. I was not born. When you understand who true Rama is not somebody who was born in Treta Yuga. He is the very self. So where is he now? The very I, the pure I, the pure consciousness. Every moment he is with us. This is the true knowing of God. Isha darshanam swa atma rupatah. That is a real darshanam. Ishvara darshanam is actually atma darshanam. Knowing one's own true self is true knowing of God. So therefore Sunderkand begins with this description of Rama, silently indicating that the purpose of study of Sunderkand is to develop this devotion by gaining this knowledge, the knowledge of the self. So after this, what does Tulsidas ji do? The next verse is the Sankalpa verse, Sankalpa Shloka. Tulsidas ji, why are you writing this Sunderkand? What is the purpose? Sankalpa Vakya is something, when you do puja, you do Sankalpa. Bhagwan, I am doing puja for this purpose. So in the same way, O Tulsidas ji, why are you writing Sunderkand? So that is the second sloka. Nanya spruha raghupate hridaye smadiye satyam vadami cha bhavan akhilantaratma bhaktim prayachha raghupungava nirbharam me kamadi dosharahitam kuru manasam cha. Bhagwan, I am writing this. Na anya spruha raghupate. O Raghupati, O Lord, there is no other worldly desire. Hridaye asmadiye, in my heart. I am writing this, composing this Sunderkand, not for any fulfillment of worldly desire. Satyam vadami, I am telling you the truth. Bhavan akhila antaratma. Bhagwan, you are antaratma, so you know it. I cannot tell a lie to you because you know what is there in my heart. I don't have any other worldly desire. That you know it because you are the very antaratma, the very inner self in me. Then why are you writing? Bhaktim prayachha raghupungava nirbhara me. Bhagwan, yes, there is a desire for which I am writing this. It is not materialistic desire. It is a spiritual desire. And what is that desire? Nirbharam bhaktim prayachha. Bhagwan, give me nirbharam bhaktim. Nirbhara means what? Unconditional devotion. Not conditional devotion. What is conditional devotion? Bhagwan is giving me something, therefore I love Bhagwan. Business relationship. I don't want Bhagwan, I want something from Bhagwan. Therefore I love Bhagwan. That is called as conditional love. Bhagwan, no, give me unconditional love. Wherever you put me, I should be able to love you unconditionally, infinitely. Bhagwan, give this love for me. Number one, kamadi dosharahitam kuru manasam cha. Bhagwan, but I know that such a devotion is not possible unless I purify my mind. In an impure mind, such a devotion will never happen. So the qualification for having such a devotion is a pure mind. Bhagwan, give that qualification also. So give me the qualification also and give me the final product also. Okay. So the qualification for purification, qualification for devotion is purification. Bhagwan, purify my mind. Kamadi dosham. Kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, they are the defects which prevent a person from experiencing that devotion for God. Just like an iron piece is never attracted to the magnet if the iron piece is rusted. That rust prevents the iron from experiencing the pull of the magnet. So then what should the iron piece do? It has to purify itself. Get rid of all this. The pull is always there. But I am not experiencing the pull because my mind is impure. Bhagavan's love for me is infinite and unconditional, but I am not able to experience it because of my impure mind. So Bhagavan, so this is the purpose for which I am writing. Number one, purify my mind. And number two, may my mind experience that unconditional infinite love for you. Bhagavan, this is the Sankalpa. Okay, so this should be our Sankalpa also. We are studying this Sunderkand, listening to Sunderkand for this. Bhagavan, purify my heart. Okay, so glorification of God is over. Bhagavan is over. Now glorification of Bhakti and Bhakta. So very famous verse, verse number 3. Atulita baladhamam hema shailabhadeham. Repeat. Danujavana Krishanam Jnaninam Agraganyam Sakala Guna Nidhanam Vanaranam Adhisham Raghupati Priya Bhaktam Vatajatam Namami Raghupati Priya Bhaktam Vatajatam Namami. Together, Atulita Baladhamam Hema Shailabhadeham Danujavana Krishanam Jnaninam Agraganyam Sakala Guna Nidhanam Vanaranam Adhisham Raghupati Priya Bhaktam Vatajatam Namami Raghupati Priya Bhaktam Vatajatam. So this verse we will chant it every day. So this verse is a glorification of Bhakta. Who is the Bhakta here? Hanumanji. And also Bhakti. What happens to a person when Bhakti enters that person's heart? So, Namami, my prostration. To whom? Raghupati Priya Bhaktam. To this great devotee whom Bhagavan loved so much. So who is he? So these are all the description of that devotee, Hanumanji. Atulita Baladhamam. Dhamam, an abode. Abode of what? Bala. Baladhamam. An abode of strength. What kind of strength? Atulita. Atulita means what? Incomparable. There is no tulana. There is no comparison. The one who is an abode of infinite strength. And of course, we saw all that in Hanumanji's case. He was able to lift mountain, he was able to cross ocean, he was able to, Atulita Baladhamam. And this is what happens when a person has devotion for God. So that also has to be understood. One is superficial, one story and the term. The other is the philosophical, spiritual meaning. Bhagavan empowers us. Whatever is a responsibility, duty He has given to us, the moment we tune to Him, the moment we start performing our duties and responsibilities as a worship for Him, He ensures that we are empowered to fulfill our responsibilities satisfactorily. So that is the meaning Atulita Baladhamam. Whatever bala is needed in your life, that bala will come. And when it comes, never be proud. I did it. Keep that I aside. Anyway, all those things we'll see later. Atulita Baladhamam. Embodiment of strength. Next one, Hema Shaila Abhadeham. His physical body, how was it? Like a Hema Shaila. Shaila means a huge mountain. Mountain of what? Hema. Sometimes it is also called Swarna Shaila Abhadeham. That's another version. Hema means gold. The one whose body shine, what called? The whole body shine like gold. Shined or shun? Shined is okay? Shone. Okay. So, S-H-O-N-E. Is it shone or shun? Shone. Okay. So, Abha means that shining. Abha. So the whole body was shining like mountain of gold. Now what does it mean? So here what it means is that physical body is the existence of a person. That person stands apart from the crowd. That is the meaning. A person who is tuned to God performs all his duties as a worship of the Lord, ever remembers the Lord, wherever that person stands apart. That is the meaning. Just like there are so many mountains. Suppose there is one mountain which is gold. Where will your attention go? Your attention will go only to that mountain. Is it? How come this is shining so much? Right. That presence becomes very evident. You can't ignore that person. That's the meaning. Hema Shaila Abhadeyam. And you find all these things in it. Puja Gurudev is a shining personality. How? This is the secret. An army officer went to Puja Gurudev because Gurudev was working 18 hours a day with 18% of heart functioning. This army officer was terribly shocked and just could not believe. He went to Puja Gurudev and said, Swamiji, what is the secret of your enthusiasm? You are walking like this. Even a healthy person cannot work, and you with this 18% heart functioning, you are working. So Gurudev asked, what do you do? He said, I am a retired army officer. Okay. Swamiji, what is the secret? Swamiji said, while you take Ram, I take Ram. That is the difference. Your strength comes from Ram. My strength comes from Ram. That is the difference. Hema Shaila Bhadeham. Danuja Vana Krishanum. Krishanum means fire. Danuja Vana means forest. Danuja means Rakshasas, demons. For the forest of demons, Hanumanji was like fire. So just like that fire burns the whole forest, that forest fire. In America it is very famous. Now and then forest fire comes. And they do everything, nothing helps. With all this modern technology, when that forest fire comes, we are just helpless. So, Hanumanji was that forest fire for the forest of Rakshasas. Nobody could stop him when he makes up his mind to destroy. So here, again the spiritual meaning. Who is the Rakshasas? Not our enemies. Rakshasas are Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Madamatsirya, Ragadvesha and Ahankara, Mamakara. So a person who is devoted to God, the person who has installed Bhagavan in his heart, a person who has devotion for God, such a person, in his heart, these negativities have no place. That is the meaning. So just like that fire destroys the forest in no time, in the same way, a person who has devotion for God, that person will not be afflicted by these baser emotions. He is able to win over all these emotions. That's the meaning. And the reverse is equally true. What is the opposite? A person who has no devotion for God, he must be ruled by ego. No devotion means what? All those people who have no faith in God, etc. All those come under that category. If you are not ruled by God, you are ruled by ego. There are only two entities, either God or ego. God is light, ego is darkness. So if there is no light, you need not say there is darkness. No light means there is only darkness. There is no third entity there. No light means darkness. No God means ego. So if a person's heart is ruled by ego, what is the corollary? That person can never win over these defects. Kama, Krodha. Impossible. If a person says that I have conquered my anger, he is a liar. Without devotion for God, you can never win over these things. Strength cannot come from an illusory entity. Strength has to come from reality only. Strength has to come from truth. Always they go together. Truth and strength go together. Illusion and strength can never go together. Just like my shadow cannot have strength, my strength is mine, my shadow cannot have strength, because shadow is an illusion. So therefore, to conquer these negativities, you must have tremendous strength, and that strength can come only from God. So Dhanujavana Krishanam, the one who is a devotee of God, he is not troubled by all these negativities. So therefore, we have to always see, whenever I am troubled by these negativities, what is the mistake I am doing? I am forgetting God. This is the mistake. So this is how we have to analyze. Whenever Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, etc. comes, immediately the red signal, alarm signal should beep. Beware! You have forgotten God. Ego is ruling you. Beware. Dhanujavana Krishanam Jnaninam Agraganyam. A person who is tuned to God, he will never have any lack of knowledge. Hanumanji was Agraganyam, foremost among all the jnanis, the wise people. You see Hanumanji? Unbelievable physical strength, purity of mind, wisdom. These are all the virtues which a devotee alone experiences. And then Sakala Gunanidhanam, an abode of all gunas, virtues. Sakala Gunanidhanam. And this is what happens to a devotee. Generally, people struggle to cultivate each virtue. But you just cultivate one, this devotion, everything else will come. Devotion is a mother of all virtues. Sakala Gunanidhanam Vanaranam Adhisham. Hanumanji is called Adhisham, Lord. Lord of whom? Vanaranam, all the monkeys. Hanumanji is the Lord of all monkeys. But we are told that Sugriva is the Lord. Earlier Vali was the Lord. Hanumanji was never the Lord of monkeys. True. Hanumanji was never a ruler, that is true. But actually Hanumanji ruled the hearts of all monkeys. Who is a true ruler? The external ruler or the ruler of the heart? Real ruler is the one who rules our heart. Ruling our heart means what? We are always, we revere that person, love that person, respect that person. This is called ruling the heart. We consider that person as our role model. So when there is such a person who is a role model, whom we love, respect, revere, etc., all the time one part of the mind is always keeping that person as our standard. So then that person rules our heart, because all the time we think about that person. That is true ruling. So in this sense, yes, Hanumanji was a ruler, because all monkeys looked up to him. He was a role model for everyone. So Vanaranam Adhisham. So in the same way, a devotee also, he is also loved and respected and revered by everyone. This is what the meaning is. So when you develop devotion for God, automatically the devotee, that personality of a devotee is such that everybody just loves him. This is what is a very interesting thing. When you love God, everybody starts loving you. Why? Because when you are loving God, you are loving the essence in everyone. When you love God, everybody loves you. When you love your ego, everybody will run away from you. The stink in the personality is coming from the ego. Nobody can stand it. As Pujya Gurudev used to say, some people give happiness wherever they go, some whenever they go. Cultured give happiness wherever they go, uncultured whenever they go. Uncultured means what? The people in whom the ego is ruling. They are called the uncultured ones. If you are not thankful to the Lord who has given you life, who has given you abilities and talents, who has given you everything for your evolution, if you are not thankful, then you are indeed uncultured. Vanaranam Adhisham. So, Raghupati Priya Bhaktam. What is the greatness of Hanumanji? The greatness of Hanumanji is not that he loved Bhagavan. The greatness of Hanumanji is even Bhagavan loved him. Raghupati Priya Bhaktam. A devotee whom even Bhagavan loved. That episode is going to come in Sunderkand. How much Bhagavan loved Hanuman, that portion will come. This is a test of our devotion. How much Bhagavan interferes into our life wholeheartedly without our permission. That is the proof how much God loves us. You see, when the small child goes to catch a fire, what will the mother do? She cannot keep quiet. She will force herself and pull the child out. That shows how much mother loves the child. Isn't it? In the same way, as you grow in devotion, in the beginning when there is no devotion, we are like strangers. We are not connected to Him. We don't want Him. We don't believe Him. Then poor Bhagavan cannot enter into our life. Because the condition is, unless we allow Bhagavan to enter into our life, He cannot enter. That's why in Bhagavad Gita the statement is, Sarva dharman parityajya mam sharanam vaja. First you surrender unto me, then I can help you. If you don't surrender, I am helpless. Unless you turn to me, I am helpless. Look at me. Seek my help. Everywhere you will find this. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesham nityabhyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyam. I will take care of your yogakshema, your welfare and well-being. But do this one thing. What is that? Fix your mind in me. Turn to me. If you don't turn to me, I am helpless. Exactly like the drowning person should stick out his hand, then we can pull him out. But suppose he doesn't, then we can't do anything. There is something which the person in trouble must do, and then others can do something. In the same way, a person who doesn't turn to God, Bhagavan is helpless. Like the sunlight, the room is dark. Sun is there, the room is dark. Why? Windows and doors are closed. And who has to open it? The person who is inside has to open. Sunlight cannot do that. In the same way here also. In the same way, more and more we turn to God, the more and more we listen to God, the more and more we obey His instructions, obey His loving guidance, the more and more we give priority to Him in life, paying attention to Him, never ignoring Him, never disregarding Him. The more and more we do, the more and more His guidance comes. He starts interfering into our life. The more and more He forcefully interferes, understand you are safe. Bhagavan, you must, whether I remember, I have no idea, because I can't trust my mind. But the more this relationship becomes strong, Bhagavan takes a freedom. It's called as loving authority. He starts forcefully entering into your life and Teshamaham samuddharta mrityu samsara sagarat bhavami nachirat partha mai aveshita chetasa. Those whose minds are merged in me, I become the samuddharta. I lift them from the ocean of samsara. They don't have to do anything. I will do everything for them. Samyak utharta. Beautifully, carefully, tenderly, I will lift them. But for all this, there is a price to be paid. What is the price? Yes, keeping God as the highest priority in life, and the whole life should be geared in that direction. Then we become same Raghupati Priya Bhaktam. How much Bhagavan loves us. That's very important. Vatajatam namami. To that Hanumanji who is Vatajatam, Jatam, who is born. Vata means what? Vayu, wind, the son of wind god, Vayu Putra. That is a superficial meaning. What is a unique feature about Vayu? If you see this Vayu, it's amazing. See, without food, we can live for so many days. Without water also, we can manage few days. What about without air? Not even 1 minute. And this air is always with you. See, for food, you have to go and take food. For water, you have to go to the source of water and take. What about air? Do you go and breathe? There is some oxygen there, let me go there and breathe. No. It is ever there where you are, number one. Number two, the most important, if you don't have it, you are finished. And number three, the most important, even though this air is the most important, it is absolutely unassuming. You don't even see it. Food is seen. Water is seen. Seen means what? It is as though saying, see, because of me, you are alive. What about air? It is not even making its presence felt. That is called as true seva. And this becomes the nature of a true devotee also. And whatever is seen in devotee, it is nothing but the reflection of God only. All the virtues you see in a devotee is actually the virtues belonging to God, which is reflected in a devotee. Just like the mirror. The light is coming from the sun, but it may appear that it is coming from the mirror. Actually, mirror is not the source of light. The source of light is sun. In the same way, in a true devotee, you find the reflection of those virtues, which actually belong to the Bhagavan. So this is the nature of Bhagavan. He does everything. Without him, nobody can even live, exist. But does he keep telling, see, because of me you are alive, huh? See, you be thankful, huh? See, you have not told thank you. Silent. That's why in Vishnu Sahasranam the term comes, Amani Manadaha Manya. The one who deserves all manam. But Amani, he never asks for mana. Never asks for any thank you. Never expects any gratitude. Amani. Instead, Manadaha. Others take credit. We do so many things. Hey, because of me I did it. Because of me things happen. I did it. Actually, he did it. But I take the credit. And Bhagavan allows us. Okay, you take the credit. Tasmat tamuttishta yasho labhasva jitva shatrun bhungsha rajyam samuddham. Arjuna, get up. Attain all the name and fame. Yasholabhasva. Jitva Shatrun. Kill all these enemies. Bhunksha Rajyam Samruddham, and enjoy your kingdom. Mayevete Nihata Puru. I have already killed all these people. Drona, Bhishma, Jayadratha, Karna. I have already killed them. Look at this. I do everything and you take credit. This is called as Manada. A foolish fellow will take credit. Wise people say, Bhagavan, you only did it. Nimitta matram bhava savyasachin. Arjuna, you become a nimitta. You be an instrument. I will do everything through you. I am the doer. Look at that. This is Bhagavan. He does everything, but he is silent. Never expecting anything. Giving credit to everyone. These are all the virtues of the Lord, and these virtues you will find in true devotees also. In true devotee you will find they also do everything. There are 3 types of people. First category, they do nothing but they want the credit for everything. First. Second, they do something and they take the credit also. Rajasic people. The first one is tamasic people. They don't do anything but they want the credit. Second one, rajasic. They do it and they take the credit. What is the third one? Sattvic people. They do everything but never will they say, I did it. No. By God's grace, everything happened. So this virtue actually belongs to Bhagavan. So all those virtues that we see in devotees, these virtues actually belong to Bhagavan only. So Bhagavan's virtues can be seen through the devotees. So Raghupati Priyam Vatajatam. Hanumanji is a son of that Vayuputra. That Vayu, because of whom everybody is alive. Who is so unassuming, who is ever present, ever in service of everyone, ever available. Vatajatam namami, my prostration. So in this verse, what is glorified? Bhakta is glorified, Bhakti is also glorified, and Bhagavan is also glorified. Because whatever you see, they are all the virtues of Bhagavan alone. So with this, we enter. Okay. So then what happened? So where did we live in Kishkinda Kanda? So Jambavan, when Hanumanji said, I will, what is this crossing this ocean and all? I will just, like a play, I will just jump, go there, kill Ravana, along with all his army, uproot the entire Trikuta, bring it back, Jambavan, tell me what should I do? So then Jambavan, no, don't do all that. Just go there, send the message, find Sita Mata, give the message and come back. Rest Bhagavan will do. There is a purpose. The purpose is liberation. The purpose is removal of suffering from these people. The purpose is freedom from birth, death cycle. Hanuman understood what is the purpose. Killing Ravana is not the purpose. Useless fellow. Even Bhagavan can, by mere sankalpa, he can kill him. Bhagavan need to just pluck one blade of grass and imagine that this is Brahmastra and then so. Enough. Killing Ravana is not at all the point. The purpose is this. People are suffering because of lack of knowledge. There is a right way. They don't know. So they have to be inspired into the spiritual path. That is the purpose. Hanuman understood. जामवंत के बचन सुहाय सुनि हनुमंत हृदय अति भाए. Oh, when Hanumanji heard this, he was extremely happy. Oh, this is the purpose. Yes. Okay. Rest everything Bhagavan will do. You just do what you are supposed to do. Okay. Then what did Hanumanji say? So Hanumanji looked at all of them all these monkeys and said, "Oh dear friends, just wait here. I will go and come. So till then, you just wait for me." And what did Hanumanji do? He makes a very interesting statement here. Hoi kaj mohi harsh bisheshi. In my heart, I am experiencing a great joy and inspiration. That itself is an indication that I will be successful. So he's telling these monkeys. You see, the interesting part about this is, even that inspiration that he is feeling in his heart to go and come. See, the most important thing in any work is inspiration. If you have inspiration, you can do anything. If inspiration is not there, Arjuna had everything, but he had no inspiration. That's how the chapter begins, Bhagavad Gita begins. If inspiration is not there, nothing is there. And where is that inspiration coming from? Really speaking, we don't know. Everything that we have attained in our life is only because that inspiration was there. And somewhere we have misunderstood that inspiration belongs to me. You understood? Big mistake. When you are going to do something, ask this question to yourself: where is this inspiration coming from? It is coming from the Lord. And now Hanumanji is saying, the very fact that this inspiration is in me, know for sure that I am going to succeed. So therefore, dear friends, so then Hanumanji does one more thing. Yeh kahi naai sabahi kahu matha. He bowed down to everyone before taking that leap. You see, what does it mean? Egolessness. Never did he have this. See, I am the chosen instrument of the Lord. Do you understand? Not at all. See, these are all the subtle, the ways in which the ego expresses it. See, out of so many monkeys, I was chosen. That means Bhagavan has special love for me. That is also ego only. Ego raises his hood in so many ways. In spiritual ways also it raises his hood. Beautifully. See? Hanumanji bowed down to everyone, sought the blessings and well-wishes of everyone. And then he proceeds. After that, what happens, we will see tomorrow. So now, we will end by chanting Hanuman Chalisa. Okay, it will take 5 minutes. So every day we will chant Hanuman Chalisa. I am sure very many of you must be having it by heart. Okay. Shri Guru Charana निज मन मुकुर सुधारी बरनौ रघुबर बिमल जसु जो दायक फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजाग रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन बिराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा बिराजे
कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजे, शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन, तेज प्रताप महाजगबंद, विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर, राम काज करिबे को आत, प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया, राम लखन सीता मन बसिया, सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा, बिकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा, भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे, लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए, श्री रघुबीर हर्षि उर लाए, रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई, तुम मम प्रिय भरतहि सम भाई, सहस बदन तुम्हरो जस गावे, अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे, सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा, नारद सारद सहित अहिसा, जम कुबेर दिगपाल जहांते, कवि कोविद कहि सके कहांते, तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा, राम मिलाए राजपद दीन्हा, तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना, सब जग जाना, जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु, लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानु, प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि, जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाहि, दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते, राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे, शुभ सुख लहे तुम्हारी सरना, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना, आपन तेज सम्हारो आपे, तीनों लोक हांकते कांपे, भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, नाम सुनावे, नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा, संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम बचन ध्यान जो लावे, सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा, और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे, चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा, है पर सिद्ध जगत उजियारा, साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे, अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता, जानकी माता, राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा, तुमरे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे, अंत काल रघुबरपुर जाय, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाय, और देवता चित्त न धरे, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करे, संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलवीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाय, जो सत पाठ कर कोई, जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा। तुलसीदास सदा हरिचेरा, कीजय नाथ हृदय महडेरा, कीजय नाथ हृदय महडेरा। पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगलमूर्ति रूप, राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। ओम सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। असतो मा सद्गमय, तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते, पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ।